All right, Chad. So the first thing we're gonna start about when we speak about this particular issue is I'm just gonna add some quick context. So recently I've been seeing people like Sneeko mention the possibility of a left or right alliance. Now, honestly, this is a pretty silly idea in general. I just don't see how will ever work. But I don't know. It's just kind of funny because Sneeko has currently burnt a couple of bridges with like a Nick Fuentes as per usual. Oh, this is kind of an interesting one.
Guy's fucking problem. Yesterday, Memorial Day weekend, he goes on stream and he goes, you know, Nick Fuentes needs to be more of a unifier. The way he treats people's really inconsistent. He trashes Candace, then he wants to do a stream. This guy needs to do this and
Here's what I'm gonna say. If you're looking at Nick Fuentes as your unifier, your movement is pretty much just non-existent to begin with, but that's never gonna happen. He's just not the type of guy. That's not the type of commentary that he does. It it's just a pretty stupid idea to begin with. And beyond that, nobody's ever there's going to never be a left right alliance because at their core, the left and the right believe in two completely different ideologies. Because I know a lot of people aren't necessarily the most politically literate, so they don't understand this. But communism is not compatible with any other ideology. Like, there is literally no other political ideology that is compatible with communism. The most that you can get out of them is socialism, and only because they see that as like the gateway to communism. Now, if the question is, will this ever happen or will this ever work? I mean, it's just a straight no. As far as the other conversations, like you can go and mention, like just to point out, like the fact how this left-right alliance will never happen. We're just gonna start with Nazi Germany because they're the most obvious. What does they do after they take power? They kill off all the communists. What does the IRGC do after they take power? They kill off all the communists, even though the communists literally helped them take power in the first place. Or we can even go into the US. Why do you think the McCarthyism trials happened? Why do you think that was allowed to happen? Because, in case you haven't noticed, the resistance to fascism in the United States has never been particularly strong. Nobody has ever really tried to stop the Nazis of America. What happened was that they just kind of fizzled out after we had to fight the Nazis in Germany. But from what I can tell, there's never really been any like true government oppression until they like have like another terrorist incident. What people don't understand is the reason why the left will always be more suppressed is because communism as ideology is one that seeks to fool the working class individual, whereas neo Nazism is one that is more useful to the elites. Because if I'm an elite, I can use a neo Nazi. Because at the end of the day, all a neo Nazi wants is for white people to rule the United States and to dominate the world. And if I'm a white billionaire in the United States, well, I don't care. I mean, that benefits me anyway. If I'm a white billionaire in the United States and I see communism on the other hand, that does not benefit me because communists want to kill me, quite literally. And it doesn't matter if you're a good billionaire or bad, they don't care. They just want you executed. And a lot of people don't understand that this is why you will always see communist movements be more fiercely suppressed than neo Nazi movements. But neo Nazi movements will always be seen as more socially repugnant to the average person because of the type of stuff that they say. And this is the real reason why a left right alliance will never happen because their core ideologies and what they actually believe in are two different things. Because communists are anti Israel as a way to dissuade, like they're anti Israel to, man, I got out of my flow. Communists are anti Israel to go and attack the United States. whereas more Nazis or anti-Israel to go and pro- defend the United States. They're two completely different calculations being made there. So I just don't see how this will ever work. Oh, let's finish the clip.
So I saw that clip and I was like, you know what? No big deal. That's kind of like my new motto. It's like, don't get tilted, don't get mad. No big deal, right? I'm like, whatever. I'm
This is kind of funny coming from the guy who just kind of known for getting tilted and mad. But
on a boat, I'm hanging out with the niggas.
also, isn't it? I'm pretty sure this girl's like it's always kind of funny when you always have these that sorts of people fighting, because I know for a fact that anybody who's she's most definitely a conservative of some sort. Actually, I'm gonna just test a theory. Who more area? I don't know who this actually is. Oh, she's MAGA, of course. Yeah. You can always just kind of tell when somebody's like from the right or the left because always be kind of obvious about it. Sneaker defense again. Like it's just kind of funny because you have these one, bro. What?
There's nothing scarier than being labeled the hard N. But it's used so much today, it's hard to remember what it even means. So I asked anyone and everyone I can find in New York.
Bro, this dude here, bro. You know what? Like, you just look at some people and you're like, why did I ever watch this?
What is a Nazi?
What is a Nazi?
You answer.
No, you answer.
You answer.
Jesus, a Nazi? What a question.
I'm kind of scared to talk about stuff like this. What is this for?
I don't know if I want to be on camera for this. Trying to keep my job, man.
That little racist shit? That little shit with the little do.
My business have to do with the situation you're about.
Because it's used so much now. You know,
What's a Nazi?
Yeah.
That dude most definitely doesn't know who Sneeko is because there's no shot. You see, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Sneeko. What he has to kind of, what he kind of has to understand is that you can't, with like these sorts of like alt-right figures, like you can't really just play around with them the same way how you can play around with other types of people. Because like if you're beefing with somebody on more on the left side figure, oh let's see what plus is. Like again, Sneako's trying so hard to be friends with everybody. Now what's gonna wind up happening is that in the end he's gonna be alone, isolated, with nobody to support him besides his core community of fans who've always supported him. And everybody's just gonna hate him because like he doesn't stand for anything. He has no real beliefs. He's just kind of deranged.
let's see.
And I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not great.
Hold on, let me actually change the title of this. I'm gonna actually end this stream right quick and change this title. Sneeko.